you have a laptop with a USB-C charging port that you want to charge in your RV, trailer, or car, if you've got a 12 volt power port, we might just have the solution that you're looking for, and we actually found an utter failure. Come along with me and I'll show you.
Living in a van down by the river, singing loud. No ties, no chains, just the rolling clouds. Freedom tastes real sweet when you're nothing to give. Living in a van down by the river's where I live, where I live.
If you may recall, my laptop died back in April, literally while I was doing my taxes. I had a problem, the motherboard shorted out. I had to send it back to Asus and get a replacement. Now my existing laptop takes a 145 watt charger. It's a USB Type-C. Chargers like that, they exist, but they're hard to come by. And they're generally 110 volt powered. I did find a 12 volt charger for it, but in the meantime, I found a 65 watt charging laptop, a Lenovo V15. Meets my requirements. It's a AMD Ryzen 7, 40 gigs of RAM, terabyte NVMe. It's got onboard Radeon graphics. It doesn't have the NVIDIA graphics on my big laptop, but it does really well for video editing and things like that, as long as I'm not trying to do 4K. Okay, the first charger here is this 65 watt. It's made by QYD. See the model number there. Now, it has USB Type-C. It has 12 volt. But you can see right here, it's already falling apart. That hole is too big for that strain relief. It's literally a bad design. Do not buy this one. Now this can probably be fixed with some silicone to make up the gaps, like some adhesive silicone. Just glue that in there. The hole is close, but it's not close enough. Adhesive silicone would fix that, but you shouldn't have to repair a brand new item. And this is just, yeah. The company that made this should be embarrassed. Let me show you the one that actually works. Now, I haven't taken this one out of the box yet. I have the 145 watt version for the Asus laptop. This one is for the Lenovo. This is from a company called HKY. Again, you see it's got your 12 volt and your USB Type-C. They call it a universal vehicle charger. I would not use this one on the Asus. This maxes out at 100 watts. And that Lenovo, it can charge 100 watts, but it's going to be unhappy doing it. That's why I got the 145. Let's take this out of the packaging and let me show you. Okay, that's the USB-C end. The cable's thicker. The cable actually feels better. And the strain relief is sized properly. There's the 12 volt side. Strain relief is sized properly. And this entire assembly just feels stouter. While I've not used this specific HKY before, I have used the 145 watt. Now the difference between the 145 watt, the USB-C isn't bonded in. It's actually a USB-C cable, and it has two USB-C ports. It'll allow you to do a single 145 watt charge, or let's say you had two of these Lenovo laptops, you charge two of them at the same time, or your laptop, a lower capacity laptop and a phone. So, do with that information as you will. I can't say enough good about the performance I've gotten out of that HKY, which is why I decided to buy this one. Now, this is a single function charger. It just does one, but that's fine. Again, the power requirement for the V15 Lenovo, 65 watts. This meets it. This actually exceeds it. It will do up to 100 watts. It'll regulate itself down. It'll give you 65 watts. It'll actually go down to 45 watts. I don't know any laptops that will run off of that, but maybe some Chromebooks or a MacBook or something might do that. But yeah, this will definitely charge that Lenovo, or I can run it off of my camper battery. The whole purpose behind this, it's actually twofold. I can run it off the camper battery without having to use the inverter. That's my primary function. But also, I don't have to be in the camper. If I'm on business travel and I happen to be in a rental car or whatever, as long as I got a 12-volt outlet, bam, I can charge up. Let's say I head out of the office, my laptop's not fully charged, and I'm going to a conference. Well, I'll be ready. So, highly recommend the HKYs. That other one, that QVD or QYD, no, avoid it. Sorry, I mean, you don't see me often come in here and slam products, but that's literally an obvious design issue or a manufacturing flaw. The hole being cut too big for the cable. How did they get that through their quality control? How? That doesn't make any sense. But there it is. I've already gotten the refund from Amazon on that other one. They don't want it sent back. They've seen the photographs. My Amazon review is live with my photographs of it. Really, there's no good excuse for that. And again, the other one, the HKY, definitely a different, totally different ball of wax. Now, they're a totally different price class too. The HKY is about 50% more expensive. That's still not bad. I mean, we're talking $30 versus $20, or somewhere in that area. Definitely under $50 for either. So, spend a little extra, get a lot more. And I'm the kind of guy that likes, value for my buck. But going completely bottom dollar, it's not going to work for you. So definitely go with the HKY. I'm not sure why it says 16 core. It's actually 16 threads, 8 cores. But that's this is the Lenovo V15. Where battery status 85% available, plugged in. I just plugged it in a minute ago and it was 84%. So we're definitely charging. There's my cable. You can tell I'm in the car. And I apologize for the disaster that is my center console. I need to clean that up. But you can see I'm plugged into the 12-volt outlet there. The one that's up under the dash is being used by my radio. This should be a no-brainer. And actually, honestly, Lenovo should offer their own version of this. I would have bought a Lenovo branded 12-volt power supply for this laptop from Lenovo if they offered it. I didn't see it offered. So, which is how I ended up having to try to find one that worked. I get it. but really there is a market for this, and it's USB-C. It's not a specific this particular laptop compatible. Honestly, the only reason I can't use the same power supply for this one and the Asus is because the Asus takes a whole lot more power. That Ryzen 9 series chip that's in the Lenovo, that thing sucks a lot of power. The Ryzen 7 that's in this, really it's very power efficient. The CPU in the other laptop takes more power than this entire laptop does. So that's really the reason behind it. Okay, well, that's it. That is how I'm able to stay online laptop wise. You've seen, if you haven't seen my communications, how I keep up with staying actually connected to the internet. Obviously the phone I'm using for video recording. I've got unlimited internet. I do have somewhat limited tethering. I'm limited to 50 gigs. And then I've got the Starlink Mini. And I'll use public Wi-Fi where I can with a VPN, of course. So overall it works. But as I end up traveling more and being away more, I'm probably going to end up leaning into the Starlink more, and I'm probably going to end up having to, depending on how much data I use, I'm probably going to end up having to use their unlimited service. Once you pass about 150 gigs, that's when you really that's kind of the breakover point. You might as well just go hog wild and go with their unlimited service. So okay, that's it. That's all I got. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please be sure that you click like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share my video with your friends and family. Please be sure you go back and check out the older videos in the archive. There's some great stuff in there that I'm sure you'll enjoy. And if you'd like to support my work, please be sure to visit us at wildersportoutdoors.com and buy some merch. There's some great stuff there, and it'll go a long ways to help us out. All right, that's it. That's the video for today. Stick with us, and you'll catch the next one. And like I always tell you, get out there, be productive, be safe, but most of all, be blessed. I'll talk to you later.
But here by the river, I feel like I'm alive. Nature's heartbeat makes you remember